lot of questions they can ask you from the cumulative frequency curve. Now they are saying determine the median distance traveled, showing on the graph where your answer is read off. The median. So you are going to determine the median using the graph paper. Our cumulative frequency ended at 132. And when we talk about median, median is the middle number halfway through. So median is the middle number, so that is our Q2. Is that not so? How do we identify it on the graph? Median simply means half times the total frequency, which is total frequency, which is the sigma f, half of the sigma f. Sigma means sum of the frequency, which is the cumulative. And that means we are going to get half times 132. This is how you do with your calculator. So you say 132 divided by 2. You press your on button, 132 divided by 2. Because median is 50% of the data, the spread of the data, 50%. So when you find 50% of 132, or you simply say 132 divided by 2, it gives you 66. So here we have 66 position. 66 position where you can read off your median. That 66 you get on the calculator is not your median, boys and girls, it's not your median. But that tells you the position on the cumulative frequency where you can read your median. So now we are going to look for 66 position on the cumulative frequency column, that side of the graph. So here we have 60, 70, so our 66 will be somewhere, if here is 70, here will be 65. So let's say our 66 is read off from here, because my graph is not drawn to scale. So now I trace it on the 66 with my ruler and draw this dotted line to the curve. And then we come and read our number down here. So on your 66 position, it comes to somewhere here. This is my graph, let us say it's not properly done. So let it be straight and then it comes down. So now I can say here is say 18. Our median is around 18. You see that? So now this is where we get our Q2 from, on the 66 position. After we find half of the total cumulative frequency, the number you get, you go and read it from the y-axis to the line, to the curve. So when it comes to the curve, you read your number down here. This number we are seeing here, the 18, is where we called our Q2. So our Q2, now one can say our Q2 is equals to 18. That is our median. Median is read on the 66 position. So the 66, you go there on the Cartesian plane on the y-axis where it is written cumulative frequency. Choose that 66. When you are there, read it to the graph. Draw dotted points and up until it touches the graph. Then you draw another dotted point to go to the x-axis and read the median distance traveled. The median distance traveled is 18 kilometers. That's it. So if a learner can get 19 kilometers, it's fine. So then normally the examiners will give a certain range where we can read our answers from. So we are done with how to find the median. The same way they can ask you to find the lower quartile and the upper quartile. Lower quartile is a quarter of a loaf. A quarter of a loaf, let's say, is full. So a quarter is 1/4. When you divide it into 4, then it's 1/4. So lower quartile Q1 can be, say, 1/4 times the total frequency, which is, say, N. Or in some books, they say sigma F. And then what did we get? That means 132 divided by 4. That is where we see our position for lower quartile. So when you divide 132 by 4, our answer is going to be 33. Okay, so our lower quartile is on the 33rd position. Don't read the 33 as your lower quartile, but it tells you on which position. Remember, it's intervals. So on which position can we see our lower quartile? Let's go and read 33 on the graph. This is 40. So when we have 40 here, and this is 30, 31, 32, 33, somewhere there. Now when you are here, this is your 33. You can now read it off down here. Lower quartile is down here to the graph. When you are touching when you touch on what we call the OGIVE, then you have to read off your answer to the distance in kilometers. So the lowest quartile is 15. So one can write our Q1 here is equals to 15 kilometers. Okay, so always our answers are read off on the x-axis. Although we start by tracing it from the y-axis to the curve and then you read it down. That's how it goes. So on the same note, they can ask you to write your upper quartile. Our upper quartile is Q3, and it's when we say upper quartile, it's like you buying a bread and you want 3/4. 3/4 is 3/4 out of the whole loaf. So you say 3/4, which represents 75% in the data spread, upper quartile. So it's 3/4 times the same 132 to look for the position. So it's 3 over shift 3. I'm resetting the calculator. So it's 3/4 times 132. And then the answer is 99. So you find our upper quartile on the 99th position. Remember what I'm doing here? When you get the answer, it doesn't represent the upper quartile, but it tells you the position on the graph where you can read it from. So you're going to look for your 99th position on the y-axis, where there is written cumulative frequency. So 99, 100, 110, and 120 here. So I will have my 100 here, let's say. So I'm looking for 99. Let me go down a little bit before 100. Then you put your ruler down and then you trace your number. You trace your number to the curve, and then from there you can, when you trace 99 to the curve like this, it comes here, then you have to read it off down here like this. So here is 2025. One can say it's 24 kilometers. Our upper quartile is 24, which is your Q3. Okay. Now they can simply ask you to even draw a box and whisker diagram from the cumulative frequency below the graph, which is easy, but because my board is not having space, we will leave it there. This is how you calculate your lower quartile, your median, Q2, and your upper quartile from the cumulative frequency curve. Always you look at what was the last number for the cumulative frequency. When they say lower quartile is a quarter, 1/4 times that number, the answer it gives you, go to the graph, trace it to the curve and trace it down. Always our answers are found down here, not this side. But we start reading from this side to the graph and read our answer down. That's how you do it. So now we're done with this part. Now the last question the examiner posed according to Limpopo 2016, right, paper 2. It says, by referring to the relationship between the mean and the median, discuss the distribution of the data. That's why I said let's keep our mean. Our mean is 17,84. Our median is what? 18. So if you want to go and discuss the data, you will check the difference between the mean and the median. Then mean minus median will tell us what to get to discuss the relationship. Okay, well, mean is 17,84 minus our median is 18 according to what I read here. It could be that on the graph paper it will change, but then this is what I have, so we will use what I have to do the analysis. My mean was 17,84, the estimated mean you calculated from the same question. My Q2, which is the median now, is read from the graph, and it gave me 18. So when you say mean minus median, now 17,84 minus 18 is going to give me a negative number. Is equals to negative 0, so my answer is equals to negative 0,16. This tells you that the distribution is skewed to the left, or negatively skewed. So here you will say, if they say by referring to the relationship between the mean and the median, discuss the distribution of the data, you will say the graph is negatively, because our answer we got was negatively skewed. Or you can say it is skewed to the left. Yeah, so that is what you are going to get. So for question number 1.5, by referring to the relationship between the mean and the median, discuss the distribution of the data. For me, my mean was 17,84, my median is 18. So mean minus median gives me negative answer, and that tells you the graph is negatively skewed. You need to do that calculation before, because they told you refer to it, before you can make that comparison and give a proper distribution of the data. So boys and girls, we bring our lesson to an end. We will keep on doing more of OGIVE for you to understand the concept. By the time you write the exams, you need to go through all that we have done today. Stay tuned for more updates. Subscribe to our data. Those who are still battling to subscribe, just make sure you subscribe, you like it, you comment to let us know what we need to improve and what we need to do for you. I'm here because you are there. Don't stay and fail your exams, because I have come at the right time to make things easy for you. Ranko is going to help you to pass your exams free of charge. Just go and then you hit the notification bell, so that anytime there's new information or new content, it will just come straight to you for you to go through whilst you are revising. Thank you. Goodbye.